I'm gonna keep it nice and sweet. We have the new Dragon tournament going on, the turn count tournament, and Plarium actually fixed the whole bug with the turn count before they release this tournament. So stuns, provokes, etc., they're not gonna count as non-existent turns from here on, right? That was the glitch that was happening in the Doom Tower, where people were able to take 0 turn counts and stuff like this. So that was something that was not intended. It just took them like a few years to fix the bug. Basically, I'm gonna show you a couple of different teams. Actually, I'm gonna show you the same team doing a different job. So at the moment, I'm on Galen's account. Big shout out to him for letting me jump on his account. Basically, he has one of the fastest farming teams in the entire game and a very low turn count all around. Now, funny enough, on my account, I'm using the exact same team, okay? I'm using the exact same team and it's working completely different. Now, I'm gonna show you the difference why, and I'm gonna explain you how this team actually works. And on top of it, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of different examples of what teams you should use in order to get this tournament done. I haven't really checked the rewards for you guys to actually get to see them, but if you get to 6,350 points, you're gonna get another summon for the Prism Crystal system. And roughly, I would say if you're endgame and you have a pretty decent team that has a Seer or a Calvalak Xavier sort of thing to nuke the waves, you're gonna get this done probably by using around 2,000 energy. If you don't, then you're gonna need a bit of extra energy to get the summon if you are interested. Now, forget about these rewards all around. This is the best time to farm the dragon because we have 3x on the speed gear. So you have increased chances to get speed gear, which is the most important set from this dungeon. And check this out. Lowest stun count 9. Now this was done before they actually fixed the bugs where provoke or stun was not really counting as a turn, and now they count. The best time 17 seconds on stage 10 hard mode. Pretty damn crazy, guys, pretty damn crazy. But let's actually go in and do a run. This is the team, double Steltus. Steltus is the MVP for Dragon hard mode. Honestly, he's such a beast of a champion because of his passive, but I'm gonna explain you that when I'm gonna go at the builds. So basically, the preset is pretty simple, right? You have Kymar opening with the A2, then you have defense down, Seer nuking. You go to the next wave, reset, defense down, nuking. You get at the boss hits you, you're losing the 3 champions, you have the 2 Steltus left alive, which are extremely slow. They are putting the defense up on themselves. The boss takes another turn, bang, turns, 18 turns, 17 seconds, which is pretty damn nasty. And this is a team that is 100% win rate, guys. It's not just a record team or anything like that. This is a team that you can farm with and achieve this efficiency. So let's do another run just to see. We might get 19 turns. I felt like that's kind of like the average turn count. 19 turns and around the 18-19 seconds as well. You see Seer survived here. So basically that might happen every now and then. Maybe the poisons are not killing her. You don't need to try and make the champions as squishy as possible. So we got 19 turns but 20 seconds instead, and that's mainly because it took us a bit longer. Let's do another run just to show it to you guys again, and then I'm gonna show you what I have on my account, right? Because I have the exact same team but completely different results, and I'm gonna show you why, and this might give you some ideas. Now, this team can work with a different champion if you don't have double Steltus. Steltus was a guaranteed champion a while ago, so maybe some of you guys actually were able to get him. 19 turns, 19 seconds. That's the average for this team, right? And it's pretty damn impressive considering that it's 100% win rate. Now, if we're gonna do a run on my account, just quickly to show you how the team performs here. Yes, I don't have my Steltus empowered. You don't need that whatsoever. This team can work as well with a Theodore and a Steltus, and you're gonna achieve very similar results. Just probably more turn count because Theodore needs to take turns in order to do the job. So let's do a run. It's pretty much following the exact same principles. A2, defense down, nuke. Reset, defense down, nuke. And then at the boss, my champions actually take a turn. You see, Ghostborn takes a turn, Kymar takes a turn, Seer might take a turn too. And then After a while, the boss decides to kill them. Not only that adds time on top of my run, but of course, it will add extra turns. And you've seen he's getting roughly around 73 points for the turn count that he has. So we're getting around 66, 67, 68 points. My best turn is 27. I have 22 seconds as the best time, you know. It's not really a problem. Like, it's not a massive difference in points, but it does add up quite a bit when you are doing a lot of runs. And if you're trying to be super efficient with the energy and stuff, you know, it's definitely helping a lot. Now, one thing that you might think is going to be easier for you guys to do is to go on lower stages and do it there. The one thing to keep in mind with lower stages is that the boss, like on normal mode, the boss is so freaking slow, it's gonna take you ages to kill him. Your champions will rotate so much before you kill the boss. It's actually much easier to do hard mode dragon than normal mode. And I'm telling you that from own experience because I used to have a slower team on normal mode than I have on hard mode. And mainly because the dragon is so fast here, all the poisons that are going on him are actually killing him super fast, you know? So you see, my team is definitely not as impressive. And I'm gonna explain you why in just a second. So if we're gonna check Galen's builds, for example. So right here, this is the GOAT team, okay? His Kymar is on a shield set. Let me just quickly move a bit my big head out of the way. So his Kymar is on a shield set. He doesn't have a banner, doesn't have an amulet, and his stats are not impressive all around because he wants him to die at the boss. And I agree, I would want my Kymar to die too, but I need to use him in other content, so unfortunately I cannot do this. And most probably, a lot of you guys will be in the exact same situation, but if any of you guys are willing to change teams around every now and then, you want to play around with the champions that you have available, make better teams, you're gonna get ideas from here. So his total stats on Kymar, 38k HP, 2.2k defense, 149 speed. And probably you guys are wondering, how is that even possible? Aren't the waves going to take a turn before his team? Well, the waves, guys, on the dungeons, most of them, they have base speeds, okay? So as long as you are faster than the base speed of the wave champions, you're gonna be more than fine. Now, the dragon does have 250 speed. So he's gonna overlap you no matter what, unless you're planning to go over 250 speed. Then Masteries, he doesn't even have War Master or anything like that because he's gonna be that meat all around. He actually has Bulwark to take more damage from the Steltas and the other champions to ensure that he's going to die once he gets at the boss. So that's a thing to keep in mind. Then we have, of course, Ghostborn, who's the second fastest champion. The exact same Masteries, Bulwark. Yes, you can go and get War Master and all the rest of the things, but then you're gonna have to draw Bulwark, and you're not gonna have them dead at the boss. The boss might need to take 2 turns in order for that to happen, so you're gonna have a slightly higher turn count, which is not a problem. It's not a massive difference in points, you know. But I just want to share with you how this works so different compared to mine, basically, to make you understand why. And is built on an immunity, and of course they all have a blood shield accessory, and total stats 31k HP, 1.8k defense, 142 speed, right? And that's about it. Crit damage, crit rate, it doesn't really matter, honestly. That's Ghostborn. Then we have Seer. So Seer is built on Savage, crit damage. She's missing the ring because she needs to deal damage, right? And total stats 37k HP, 3.5k attack, 2k defense, 122 speed, 105 crit rate, 350 crit damage. So it's a very slow Seer. If you are building teams like these, you won't be able to use Seer, for example, in the Doom Tower. You won't be able to use Seer, I don't know what else you guys will use Seer at the moment, but you won't be able to use her there, basically, because she's stuck on very low speeds. That's why my team runs so different compared to his. In terms of Masteries, he does have Flawless Execution instead, but he's still going for Selfless Defender, so she can take some damage at least, you know? So pretty interesting concept. Then you have the 2 Steltas, and I was actually very intrigued by seeing the builds on here, because I thought that maybe they will be built in a similar way with mine, but then I thought about it. They're not really taking many turns, so they don't need to heal back. So they are built on triple Defiant sets. Basically, they're gonna have a 45% damage reduction. And of course, they're gonna get 30% extra defense. Defiant, such a powerful set, guys. And total stats on them, you're gonna see they're extremely slow, but very tanky. 114k HP, 4.7k defense, 115 speed. You don't need accuracy for their passive to reflect back the poisons. I've already explained you that in a video that I've done ages ago about this dragon team. And you just need them to survive, basically. Once they're gonna put that defense up, the dragon is just not going to kill them with all this damage reduction from the sets. And you see, Masteries and stuff like this, nothing crazy on them. Elixir of Life as tier 6. You can go and get War Master if you want. That's not a problem. 3k HP are not really gonna make the difference in, okay, I'm gonna survive or no, basically. But then you don't need books on them either, because it's all about the passive, you know, and reflects the poisons back onto the attacker, the weaken and defense down, which is definitely very nice. Then we have the other Steltus, which is booked, but it doesn't matter. And again, you have him on a triple Defiant. Yes, if you have reaction, is actually going to be great, because the first hit can have a chance to don't be a crit, and that's going to be pretty helpful for the team. But then it's a lot of RNG, and it's not a necessity, because you see, it doesn't matter if you have it or not. It does help, but it's not a necessity. So total stats on this one: 115k HP, 4.5k defense, 119 speed. So very similar stats. Masteries, again, the same cup of tea. So that's how you are able to get a very low turn count on a dragon run on hard mode with a team like this. Now, if we're gonna go back over to my team, let's do another run so you guys understand which team is what and you don't get confused by what you're seeing. I'll try to do timestamps to explain which team is which, because I know a lot of you guys watch the videos on mute, or you're just skipping through it to find the part that you want to see. So just to be a bit more helpful so you guys don't get confused. You see, my champions are going in, are taking turns. They don't want to die. They're playing the hard ballers. My champions are on regeneration. Even though my Steltuses are not extremely fast whatsoever, you know, they are taking some turns because they do have a bit of speed, but I do have slightly different speeds on them. Now, I do want to mention I'm not using Steltus anywhere else in the game. If you are planning to use him for the Dragon Dungeon, he will become pretty irrelevant for Arena or any other content, okay? Let me just put it like that, so you are aware of it. Now, if I'm quickly gonna show you the preset, guys, just so you see it, it's honestly nothing crazy. This is Ghostborn on round 1, round 2, round 3, he does whatever. Steltus, they're not gonna need to use the skills because they're pretty slow, how you can see. They're both in the same spot. Then you have Kaimar. He's not using the A3, he can use whatever. A3, whatever. Seer, A2. Just faster animation, basically, on round 3. Nuke. That's the preset. Very simple, nothing complicated. Let me show you the stats on the team. So, for example, this is my Kaimar right here. He's on a perception and immunity. It is built all around to be used, maybe even in Arena if I want to. I haven't used him in Arena in a very long time, but if I want to, I can use him there. I'm using him in the Doom Tower and probably everywhere else where I need to have a reset champion that's faster than the rest of the team. And total stats on him, I have 42k HP, 2.2k attack, 2.8k defense, 292 speed, 500 accuracy. And then you have this as Masteries, no War Master, of course, because it's kind of like a hybrid. Then I have Ghostborn as the second fastest. My Ghostborn is actually on a shield and a perception. I do have a Blood Shield accessory on him as well, similar with Kaimar. Total stats, we have 38k HP, 4.8k attack, 2.8k defense, 250 speed, equal with the speed of the boss, full crit rate, 216 crit damage, 250 accuracy. Funny enough, I have like more stupid builds, more need in terms of crit rate, crit damage, all that good stuff, and I'm doing it slower than him. Masteries, I have offense, support, War Master as tier 6. But of course, I am using these champions in many other areas. Then I have my Seer. She's on a Savage and a crit damage. She's missing the ring. And I have 42k HP, 2.7k attack, 2.2k defense, 205 speed, full crit rate, 348 crit damage. Now, a difference on my master is that I have War Master, so I could get 20 more crit damage from Flawless Execution, but I like to have War Master because this was the build that I had on the old Fire Knight and the Dragon and everything else, where War Master was actually beneficial for the team, you know. And then my two Stealthuses. So both of them are on regeneration, okay? No reaction on them or anything fancy like that. And I do have 116k HP, almost 4k defense, 175 speed. And then right here we have 102k HP, 4.1k defense, 171 speed. So they're both on regeneration. And this can work like that. But you've seen it's quite a bit of a difference in time, in turn count. So some of you guys might be interested to build the other version. That's why I decided to put it up for you. Now, for example, if you want to do the exact same team with Theodore, for example, you know, because why not? So I have it right here. Theodore will have to open with the A2 because I do have him pretty fast. I am running him in the Spider Dungeon, so I need him to be over 250 speed. So he's going to open with the A2. He's going to give more buffs to Seer. She doesn't really need them, but if your Seer is not as strong as mine, having some extra buffs from Theodore is going to be very beneficial for you. Round 2, A1. Round 3, A1. And then he's going to do whatever he feels like. And the rest of the presets, of course, they are the same like on the other team. Now, this will actually take more turns because you've seen Theodore is faster. At the boss, he actually needs to use skills, unlike Stealthus. So that will actually add extra turn counts on the run. If you don't have Theodore, maybe you have Liburga, the Orc epic champion that you can get from the Doom Tower for free. She's an epic void champion from the Orc faction. I repeat, Liburga. Okay, so you can use that champion extremely slow on a stone skin set and put her instead of Theodore. 27 seconds, 32 turns. It's not really a massive difference in turns and stuff. Oh, we got some speed boots, nice. We're gonna keep those ones. But it's still fairly decent. Now I'm gonna try to put Deliburga in the team in just a second and do a run with her as well to see how that plays out. Basically what Liburga does, when she gets hit, increases the duration of poisons on the enemy. So that's actually gonna be pretty beneficial here, you know. So we're gonna change that next run and see how it goes. And if you don't have Seer comms, of course, Calvalexes and all the rest, but I don't have that available to show it to you guys, so I can't really do it. But basically, let me just show you that, for example. If we're gonna go back to my team right here, and we're gonna drop one of the Stealthuses out, and I'm gonna try to find Liburga. I don't think I changed the gear on that champion, so I should have her available. This is Liburga. Comes from the Doom Tower only. You cannot summon the champion. I repeat, just in case if any of you guys are not aware of the champion. So there we go. Stealthus, for example, can be built on stone skin as well. The poisons will still get deflected back into the onto the boss. So if you don't have 3 Defiance sets like you've seen on Galen's account, maybe you have a stone skin set that is formed of 6 pieces, and your champion will stay alive like that. But of course, it's still gonna need to be tanky, you know. So that's Liburga, you see? She's not really doing much. She's super slow, but she increases the durations of poisons. You see there? And the poison sensitivity, of course, but you're getting the poison duration increased whenever she's getting attacked. So that helps us as well. And then we got 30 turns, 30 seconds. But she can work as well if you don't have a second Stealthus, a Theodore, or another fancy champion. Now, if you don't have Stealthus, you're gonna have to play around with different sort of champions, like Battle Khazars, other champions that will bring poisons, you know? So that's pretty much everything that I can show you for now, guys. Liburga, she's on stone skin set for 2 turns, extremely slow, just rubbish gear that I'm not using basically on nobody else. Let me know what team you are running for the Dragon Dungeon, guys. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you didn't find it helpful, hopefully you found it interesting. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Peace.